I shouldn't be, but I am amazed that most people have no idea that any of this is going on. If we're so good at deceiving ourselves and hiding our self-deceit, how can we possibly hope to be straight with one another? How can we possibly expect that propaganda is not going to be second nature is in the species-wide? We are deceptive, deceitful by nature because that's how we navigate the social structure. It's been that way for eons. Most people lack both the willingness and ability to cut through to observe Dr. Goebbels at work in themselves. But yet, of course, it's easier to see it coming the other way, isn't it? You see that in the propaganda ecosystem all the time. You take an MSNBC viewer or a CNN viewer and you put them in front of Fox News at 8 o'clock at night. They may not survive the experience. You take a Hannity or Tucker viewer, put them in front of Rachel Maddow or Joy Reid, you may have a spontaneous combustion inferno in front of the television. It's really easy to see it coming from the other side. That's a very important point here because we have dealt with this. Interacted with people trying to deceive us, trying to trick us. We understand it subconsciously in our mind. So if we don't like somebody, if we consider someone an adversary, the skeptic, the useful skeptic, turns itself on and we start analyzing everything they say. If you don't like me, if you personally do not like me, if you want to see me fail, or I've pissed you off and you want a little revenge, you're not going to listen. You're not going to be receptive to pretty much anything I have to say. That is hugely important. I've talked about this 100 times. It's so interesting how if you personally dislike Kid Rock's politics, how often it is that you happen to hate his music. I don't know how many people I know that love Eric Clapton, love classic rock, guitar rock, but they've been offended by Ted Nugent, therefore think that Stranglehold is a piece of shit song. Oh my God, he wrote Cat Scratch Fever. That's such a pile of shit. Oh my God. Let's listen to Layla. Ever notice that? If you don't like somebody, if you don't like a comedian, did you notice how when Louis C.K. was canceled, he went from being one of the funniest motherfuckers on the planet? He's just not funny anymore. Dave Chappelle had his little moment of transgender transgressions, and all of a sudden he's just not funny. Bill Maher. I can't believe I used to think he was funny. Well, duh. He's come out as sort of an anti-woke avatar. He started calling you on your shit. You're offended. You're pissed off. You think he's a traitor, so he's no longer funny. We're wonderfully skeptical when it comes to somebody we either dislike or disagree with or see as a threat. However, terribly gullible, terribly inefficient at discovering those same inconsistencies, those same biases in people we do agree with, people we do like, or just the general in-group. That is tribalism at play. What are you supposed to do with that? Now, my thinking was raise awareness. I have an episode back there with the phrase, the lone chimp, in it. Go check that out if you want to find out what happens when you start sort of trying to navigate out on your own, being an independent thinker, somebody who's not really affiliated with this tribe or that tribe. You know what happens to you? Go Google what happens to the lone chimp on YouTube. That was another mistake I made years ago. Was I thought that assumed, just naively, stupidly, ignorantly, I took people at their word that they actually appreciated independent thought. No, it's loyalty. And that's what people value. Loyalty to the tribe, loyalty to the group, loyalty to the individual even. Far more They'll give you a little leeway on that independent thought as long as you're not, too blasphemous or heretical. Boy, but once you get outside of those boundaries, usually, oh boy, you're done. Start to lose respect.